All right, boys. Welcome back to the Fighters Eye podcast. And sorry no interviews. I haven't posted a video in over a week. That's my fault. I've been posting shorts though, going live, so I've been doing that. You can't get mad at that. Can't get that mad. But tonight we're breaking down UFC Fight Night Perth. UFC Fight Night Perth Ulberg versus Reyes. Jeez. It's this Saturday, so yeah, we're gonna get into it. And first fight, Brando Perugic versus Elijah Ellison. Um, Both UFC newcomers. Don't know really anything about them. Brando is the favorite. And pretty much all their wins are by KO for each. They both lost. I believe Ellison was finished though. Yeah, he was. He was submitted. But yeah, he's coming off. Oh, they were meant to fight on the Contender Series. They moved it back a month to Perth. Don't know why. It's pointless. But Brando come or not Brando. Sorry, Ellison. Jeez, Ellison coming off a KO win in round one, and Brando also coming off a KO win over. Oh wait, they both been submitted. Wait, what? I thought. Okay. Anyway, um, pretty low level fight at what is this, heavyweight? I think. I don't even know. Yeah, at heavyweight. Um, I'm gonna go Elijah Ellison. He's younger. He has more experience, and he's the underdog. So I'll take him for the underdog pick. I'll take him by round. Take about round one KO. I don't know, dude. They both pretty much all have round one KOs. They both have been finished in their losses, so that's not good. But yeah, I don't really know anything about this fight. I can't lie, but I'll take Elijah Ellison. They probably neither of them will ever hit the rankings, but yeah, give me Elijah Ellison by KO. Anyway, next fight: Luna Carolina versus Michelle Mongia. Pretty simple breakdown. Not that simple, honestly. Luna Carolina 11-4. She's had like 8 UFC fights or something. 9 UFC fights. She's 6-3. She's coming off 3 wins, so she's on a 3-fight win streak. She has 1 stoppage win. She's fighting Michelle Mongi. Wait, Mondegi. I don't know. Mondegi, who is 6-0 with all rear naked choke wins. But this is the UFC. This isn't no 5-11 bum like she's been fighting. She fought in the PFL and fought a bum. She fought in Bellator and fought a bum. She's fought no good competition. But I'll take her by decision. I don't think she's gonna finish Luna Carolina. I mean, Luna Carolina's pretty good on the feet. Her grappling is but I don't think she's that bad. And Michelle's already 31, bro. She's a 31-year-old prospect. Luna Carolina's like 5 months older. So yeah, I'll take Michelle Monguille by decision. Mondigi, whatever your name is. Again, don't know really anything about this fight, but Mondigi's last weigh-in, she was 145 pounds, and this is at I don't even know what weight class this is at, like 125, I'd assume. Um, so yeah, big of a bit of a 20-pound going down 20 pounds between fights. I don't like, but she's probably gonna be stronger. She'll probably be more athletic. Her striking is not that good. Luna Carolina could definitely like whip some leg kicks, whip some front kicks to the body, land some step and boxing combos. But I think Montague will be able to take her down a lot throughout the fight and get a 30-27 decision win. I don't really care, to be honest. It's female MMA. So yeah, let's move on. Next fight: Jamie Malarkey versus Rolando Bedoya. Decent little scrap here. Rolando Bedoya is 0-3 in the UFC. Jamie Malarkey on a losing streak. But I think pound for pound, skill for skill, Jamie Malarkey is a lot better than Rolando Bedoya. I forgot his name for a second. I think he's a lot better than Rolando Bedoya, and I'm going to take him by decision. Malarkey's boxing is pretty good. His chin is bad though. He cannot take a shot, which I guess he can. He took some hard shots from Roofy, but he got brutally beaten in one round and then got TKO'd. So yeah, they're right next to each other in the lightweight rankings on Tapology. I think Malarkey will get a 29-28 decision win. I think Bedoya will start strong, land some stiff jabs, some hard calf kicks, put the pressure on Malarkey. But I think once Malarkey finds his rhythm, finds his groove, as long as he doesn't just get hit with an absolute nuke of a weapon or a punch, I think he'll win. Bedoya isn't anything good. He really shouldn't even be in the UFC more. He's got a really good chin. Like he's incredibly durable, but his skills aren't all there. He's 14-4. He was 14-1 coming to the UFC. He's 0-3 in the UFC. Could possibly be 0-4 if you lose to Malarkey. He definitely will get cut. And if Malarkey loses, I think he'll just retire. He's been out for over a year. Rolando's been out for over a year as well. Yeah, so they both have been taking some time off. And yeah, I don't really like that for either guy, but I think Jamie Malarkey's better. I think his head moves better. I think his boxing combos are better. He doesn't throw leg kicks, and Bedoya's got some good calf kicks and some good knees in the clinch, so maybe he has that advantage. But I think Malarkey will box the head off him in round 2 and 3 and get a 29-28 decision win. I just kind of like Malarkey, so I hope he wins. I'm happy he's back. So yeah, easy breakdown. But one more thing I'll say, it's either Jamie Malarkey beats him by decision, or Rolando Bedoya is losing the fight and then randomly catches Malarkey with the overhand and puts him out cold. It's either that, and I think Malarkey's way better than Rolando Bedoya. So I'll take Jamie Malarkey by decision. Anyway, next fight: Josiah Massasis versus Colby Thickness. Boys, I think Musasa is pretty good. I think he's overrated though. He was a huge favorite against Carlos Vieira, and got head kicked and submitted by him in 1 round. So head kick, the guy dropped on head kick and then subbed. So yeah, so he's 0-1 in the UFC. Kobe Thickness also 0-1 in the UFC, but he fought Alexander Topuria, Ilya Topuria's little brother or brother. I don't know if he's. I'm assuming he's younger than Ilya, but um, not a bad scrap. I'm gonna take Josiah's Masasa by decision though. Kobe Thickness is more of a grappler. I was surprised he wanted to strike with Alexander Topuria. He he failed horribly. He did not do good in striking, but he still struck with him, which is a bit impressive. He didn't get knocked out. He didn't get beat up, but he decisively lost the fight, in my opinion. 30-27s, maybe 29-28 in there, but I thought it was pretty clear. And Messias, bro, just his debut went as wrong as it could go. And he's still a slight favorite. I agree with that. I think his boxing's way better. And I think if Colby Thickness hits him on the chin, Messias will be like, all right, I can take that. If Messias hits Colby Thickness on the chin, he's not going to want another one of those shots on the chin. It's a way difference. It's different power between the two, I believe. Um, Yeah, Messias is taller. He's got a 5-inch reach advantage. He's the KO wizard. Yeah, so I think he'll win by decision. I mean, Thickness trains with Alexander Volkanovski and that team. I believe he trains with Adesanya a little bit. I know for a fact he trains with Volk though. He's like one of Volk's main sparring partners. So he's getting great work at his gym. But yeah, I think Messias is going to be better in the striking. And his grappling, his submission defense didn't look that good in his UFC debut. So could get a little dicey if Colby Thickness could take him down, get a double leg, get in a half guard, work him a little bit. I mean, he has 2 wins by submission. So, yeah, it could get a little dicey there, but I think sorry, my dogs are fucking idiots. They're fucking weird, but I love them. But anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to cuss. But yeah, I think Messiah is better. I think he'll land some boxing combos. I could even see him dropping Thickness early, but I think this will go to decision. It's in Australia. I mean, it's in Australia. Thickness is from that part of the region. They might try to give him the robbery win because people do that to all the prospects. If there's a Brazilian prospect on Brazil, they'll do it to them. But yeah, I think Massasis will get a clear decision. I'll say 30-27, 29-28, either or. I could see Judge scoring it 3-0 Massasis. I could see Judge scoring it 2-1 Massasis. But yeah, I think he'll get a unanimous decision win. This could be an early contender for fight of the night, though. I actually am real. This is like probably like top 3 prelims I'm actually looking forward to. So yeah, give me Massasis though. He's pretty damn good. He's a little overrated, but he's still good. Anyway, I'm gonna slow down the predictions. I'm talking way too fast. I've already went through 4 fights. Oh my gosh. Anyway, next fight: Andre Petrosky versus Cam Ralston. Um, I didn't see Cam Ralston's fight on the Contender Series. I saw he won, and yeah, I saw he won. I saw he knocked him out in the first round in pretty good fashion. Uh, a little over a month ago. But literally a month and 2 days ago. He's fighting Petrosky. Tough dude to fight in your UFC debut. Uh, Petrosky's good, man. Petrosky's losses. Jacob Malkoun. He knocked himself on the hip. Like knocked himself out on his hip. I can't explain it. Michel Pereira. That's not a bad win. Brian Battle. Not a bad win. Aaron Jeffrey. Not a bad loss. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry. Aaron Jeffrey. Brian Battle. I just completely messed it up. Michel Pereira. Jacob Malkoun. Edmund Shabazian. All his losses are not bad. There's no bad losses. He has a win over Rodolfo Vieira. This would literally be his 3rd time fighting this year. And I'm tempted to take Cam Ralston because Petrosky does not have a good chin, but his grappling is good. His takedowns are good. His cardio is decent. It's just if you land flush on Petrosky's chin, and like his last fight, Edmund Shabazian, a really good striker, he got outclassed on the feet. That was that. And I picked him to win. Edmund, congratulations to Edmund, bro. He put on a great performance. Which every time Petrosky fights a decent striker, he gets controlled on the feet. Or Rodolfo Vieira, he's not that good of a striker, but it was competitive. Petrosky clearly won on the feet, but still. So this is a 50-50. It's if Petrosky can get the takedowns. If he can get the takedowns and tire out Cam Ralston, he's going to win probably by submission late. But if Cam Ralston can stop the takedowns early and demotivate Andre Petrosky, he could beat him on the feet by decision or clip the chin and put him out. Cam Ralston's quite decent. Big step up. He's plus 120, and I'm gonna lean Cam Ralston. I might regret this, but 120 underdog against Petrosky, that's a steal. I mean, I would bet money. It's a pretty damn good fight though. Petrosky's not bad on the feet. His chin and his head movement is what worries me. He just stands there a little too long. And Cam Ralston hits pretty damn hard. He's got some good ground and pound too if he drops you. So I'm gonna pick Cam Ralston by TKO round two or three. I think Petrosky would do decent on the feet early, and I think he'll just walk into something and get clipped on the chin and dropped. Might be a little bit of early stoppage. He gets dropped, covers up, try crawling back to the feet, but the ref stops it by then. A little bit of that situation. Cam Ralston's Australian. But on the feet, I mean, Petrosky could land some front kicks to the body. I mean, he could, but because he got some good body kicks, he got a decent body kick, I will say. He sets up the jabs. He sets everything up with the jabs. He's actually not bad, but Cam Ralston, 3 inches taller, 2 inches of fitness. So the front kicks to the body are going to be there for Cam Ralston as well. The stiff jabs, I think, and Cam Ralston, I think he understands basic striking, and Petrosky's striking is pretty limited at times. But again, if Petrosky beats him, like ground and pound, or takes him down, submits a very tired Cam Ralston, I would not be surprised. But I'm gonna go Cam Ralston by TKO. I'm bought on the hype on him. I think he's pretty damn good. 12-3 is not a bad record, especially his performance on the Contender Series was damn good. I have to rewatch it. I'm gonna rewatch it tonight. But I remember the knockout. It was pretty damn good, and the ground pound from that fight too was elite. So yeah, I think Cam Ralston is the real damn deal. And yeah, so yeah, give me Cam Ralston. Next fight, Obon Elliott versus Jonathan Michaelis. All right, boys. You know me. I love Obon Elliott. Big fan of him. I'm picking Jonathan Michaelis by decision. Obon Elliott, bro. I don't know what happened, but he knocked out Basel Hafez in MSG in a nasty KO, by the way. And then June he comes fights Sok Hung Ko and gets like 10-8'd on the ground, worked, beaten on the ground. And that was in June. It's September. He's already coming back. I don't like that. Michaelis has pretty damn good grappling, but bro, the kickboxing he showed in his last fight against Kevin Jousset, I did not expect. Beat Kevin Jousset clear as day on the feet. And yeah, I'm gonna pick Michaelis by submission. Round 2 or 3. Uh Oban Elliott, your grappling does not impress me. You beat Preston Parsons. Had a good win. But still Hafez is your best win in my opinion. You went life and death with Val Woodburn, who Bo Nickel stiffened on the feet. That's horrible. That's like the worst look you can have. And yeah, I think he's gonna and he got a majority decision win on the Contender Series. Yeah. Um I'm gonna go Michaela by submission. Arm triangle. Um Oban Elliott was stuck in half guard a lot, and he was stuck in half guard, and he was stuck with Sung Ko on his back a lot in his last fight. So I think Jonathan Michaelis could get the arm triangle in half guard, or he could just get a rear naked choke in back or on backside back take. So either or. On the feet, I think Oban kind of does have the power advantage. If he lands a clean overhand, could stumble Michaelis, but Michaelis' body kicks were phenomenal in his last fights. The boxing looked good, the calf kicks looked good, the timing, the head movement. He looked like a complete fighter. He looked like a very good prospect at welterweight. And this is definitely a fight I'm interested in. I'm cheering for Oban Elliott. I love Oban Elliott. I'm honestly a big fan of his. And I just think Michaelis is better overall. I think his submission, his ground game is way better. I mean, he has a 5-inch reach advantage too, so you know, the long range weapons, leg kicks, front kicks to the body, high like long range boxing attacks, 1-2, all that. If Oban tries slipping up, you can rip uppercuts in close, and yeah. And again, his clinch game looked pretty damn good. The knees to the head, are pretty damn good for Jonathan McCaleb. Again, I want Oban to win, but I think Michaela's going to be able to just outmaneuver him on the feet, and if he gets the takedowns, I think he will be able to submit Oban Elliott. So yeah, I'm going to say round two arm triangle win for Jonathan Michaelis. I think this fight is pretty favorable for him, and yeah, I actually think he's really quite good. So yeah, give me Jonathan Michaelis. Next fight, Loma Lumbini versus Alexia Tainara. Um, I'm gonna go Alexia Tainara by split decision. Pretty even fight. Minus 250 for Tainara is bit fucking crazy. I'd have her at like minus 130, minus 150 max, but that's pushing it. Tainara's 1-0 in the UFC, bro. She submitted Molly McCann. You submitted the girl with the worst ground game in your division. Congratulations, kid. Yeah, and Loma Lumbini, she's in the top 15. She's pretty damn good. Her striking is good. Her wrestling is pretty decent. Um, but yeah, she has 9 wins and she has 10 wins and 8 decisions, bro. She's never been knocked out, but she has been submitted. And yeah, Luma Lumbini's last fight against Estela Nunes was bad, in my opinion. I think she should have been able to go in there and finish her 100%, but she made it a boring decision, so I don't like that. But yeah, and Alexi Tarnara, I don't even remember who I said I'm going to pick. I think I'm going to pick Tainara, by split decision, just because the grappling is pretty good. She's pretty physical in there. She's funny. She does some funny dances. You know, she enjoys the time. And I just, in my opinion, if you're in there dancing with your walkouts, enjoying, you're ready, but you're embracing the moment. I just think you're built for the moment more than somebody that like Luma who walks down with a mean face and doesn't like, it takes it too serious sometimes. And I don't like that. So in Alexia Tanara, she's 3 inches taller. She has a 5.5 inch reach advantage. She's younger. She has all these on her side. 12-1 is a damn good record for a female MMA fighter. And yeah, I'm gonna take her by split decision. I think this fight will be close. She's 8 submissions as well. Jeez. Yeah, I think this fight will be close. I think Luma could touch her up on the feet a little bit and close. Rip some lead hooks, rip some nasty body boxing combos and close. Luma loves you in the clinch. I don't think it's gonna work though. I think Tainara will be too physical, and I think Tainara could be able to use the clinch a lot more if she needs to. If Luma's getting in a little too much, making it a little uncomfortable, grab her up, walk her to the fence, rip some punches to the body, and do something like that. But again, Tainara is the one in the UFC. She looked really impressive, but it's Molly McCann. I don't rate that. Like I don't rate her wrestling at all. But I gotta go Tainara. I think she has all the momentum. I just think she's a little bit better. On the feet, I'd say it's pretty even, but on the ground, I think Tainara is better, and I think she just has the momentum and the advantage coming in. Yeah, I like Luma. She's pretty damn good. She's decent. She's well under the radar, but I think this is Tainara. Anyway, next fight. Navajo Sterling versus Rodolfo Vieira. Boys, me and my homie boy, me and my homie boy, me and my homeboy, Mike, we love me some Navajo Sterling, bro. We love us Navajo Sterling. Straight up, I'm picking Navajo Sterling by KO in round 1 or 2. Rodolfo Vieira, his striking is weird. He doesn't have a good chin. His defense is horrible. And I like Rodolfo. I think he's a cool person. But we've DM'd on Instagram. He's nice. But yeah, I think Navajo is gonna be able to control this. Rodolfo, he's mostly a grappler, but like I think Navajo is gonna be able to stop the takedowns. I don't even think he's really gonna get close. I think Navajo can keep him at range, whip body kicks, whip head kicks. And I could actually see Rodolfo rushing in and running straight into like an uppercut into a lead hook, like something where Navajo slips off, uppercut, lead hook, a hook, rips some nasty boxing combo that drops Vieira, or not Vieira, Bellato. And yeah, 7-0 Sterling. He trains with Israel Adesanya, Dan Hooker, Volkanovski, Kai Kara France, Eugene Behrman. He trains with some damn good guys. He's doing in the UFC, put on a great performance against Ivan Urslan, and had a pretty damn good performance against Tuco Tokos as well. I was there, UFC Tampa. He looked really good. And yeah, I think this is a very favorable. I think this is the easiest fight of his UFC career so far. This just plays in his favor 1,000%. Bellato is plotty on the feet. His head movement is not there. His footwork isn't there. He's got some good power. If he touches you on the chin, you might get stunned. But yeah, I think Navajo is going to connect on his chin a lot quicker than Bellato will connect on Navajo's. Pretty soon breakdown. I'm gonna go Navajo by round one KO. I think he's gonna get him out of here. I think he's just gonna clip him. Plus his last fight for Bellato, he faked getting KO'd by an upkick against Paul Craig because he wasn't doing good. And yeah, that was a fight he should have won too. So I don't know what the hell is up with him. But yeah, I think Navajo is gonna make light work of bro. So yeah, give me Navajo Sterling by KO in round one. Next fight. Justin Tafa versus Louis Sutherland. I'm gonna go. I don't even know. Uh, I- I'm gonna go Louis Sutherland, only because we need new heavyweights at heavyweight. Justin Tafa, he hits really hard, but he's fat and stupid and really bad. Yeah, Louis Sutherland. They're both 31. Sutherland is 3 inches taller and has a 2 inch reach advantage. I'm gonna go Sutherland by round two KO. I think Tafa will try throwing his all and probably gas out. I think either Tafa clips him early and puts him out, or Louis Sutherland, holds him in the clinch a little, tires out Tafa, and round two and close, Louis Sutherland lands something big and Tafa just quits and gets knocked out, something like that. I don't think Junior or Justin Tafa should be in the UFC anymore, but they are. Junior Tafa pulled out of the card with an injury, so yeah, he probably would have lost anyway. But yeah, I think Louis Sutherland is going to KO Justin Tafa, and the Vanilla Gorilla will win his UFC debut. I guess I don't really have anything to say, and just fat heavyweights. Anyway, feature prelim: Tom Nolan versus Charlie Campbell. It was meant to be Evan Elder versus Tom Nolan. I was going to pick Evan Elder. I'm gonna pick Tom Nolan. I'm gonna pick Tom Nolan by decision, and yeah, this will honestly be a fight of the night contender. Tom Nolan, 25. He's pretty tall for lightweight. He's got a half-inch reach advantage, but Charlie Campbell's a brawler. He comes to fight. He's got a damn good chin, and he's gonna. And Nolan's chin's a bit iffy, so maybe Campbell could knock him out. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. But I'm gonna go Tom Nolan by decision. I'll say 29-28. I think Tom Nolan, his last fight against Vyacheslav Borshev, I believe was his last fight. He looked phenomenal in. His grappling looked amazing, striking looked amazing, and before that, he fought Alex Reyes, beat him up there, knocked out Victor Martinez in round one, and he even has a KO win over Bogdan Grad in the UF and Contender Series. So that's a damn good win as well. Um, yeah, Charlie Campbell, he's got big power. His boxing is a little sloppy. He just wings over hands, but if it works, it works. He hasn't fought in a while, I don't believe. Yeah, he hasn't fought in a year and a half. His last fight, oh, he also knocked out Alex Reyes. But his last fight against Trevor was against Trevor Peak. He was meant to fight Mauricio Rufy. Jesus. Anyway, yeah, he looked really good against Trevor Peak. It was a fight of the night, and yeah, I. But I'm sure Charlie Campbell with all his time off is locked in his technique a little more. So maybe he actually could win this. I think this is a winnable fight for Charlie Campbell. But momentum, youth, the range, the height, it's all on the side of Tom Nolan. And I think he'll get a close 29-28 decision win. Just whipping front kicks to the body, pivoting off when Charlie Campbell gets too close, outmaneuvering him, thinking him out, working him like that, just technique working. And yeah, I think this will be boring at times, but if Charlie Campbell brings it, I think it could heat up a little bit in the beginning. So yeah, give me Nolan. I think Nolan's quite good. I think he would have lost to Evan Elder, but I'm biased. I love Evan Elder. He's been on the channel. He's quite underrated as well. So yeah, um, yeah, I'm excited for this one though. This one should be a banger. I like Charlie Campbell and I like Tom Nolan. I like both here. They both are quite decent prospects. They're both quite good and underrated, but I think Nolan is he's fought more recently. He has the advantage. So I'll go Nolan by decision. Anyway, next fight, Jake Matthews versus Neil Magny. Um, Matthews should not be minus 500. I don't care if he has all this momentum. Minus 500, 500 is insane. But boys, I'm picking Jake Matthews. All right, I'm picking Jake Matthews. And I'll say this: if you've been on my channel, I love and respect you. But if Neil Magny fights JDM, I'm not gonna pick Neil Magny. You know what I mean? Like I have to be honest and give my honest opinions, whether I like the fight or I don't like it. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be honest. I'm picking Jake Matthews. Um, I don't know how. By decision, maybe. I don't think he'll finish Neil Magny. I don't think Neil Magny's washed like that. His last two losses are to Carlos Prates, who is a phenomenal striker, and Mark Morales, who's also a phenomenal striker and a freaking specimen. So yeah, and Ian Gary, but he didn't even get beat. He didn't even get finished by Ian Gary. He's finished Dana Rodriguez, who's in the top 15. Finished Phil Rowe coming out, or beat Phil Rowe. Sorry, he did not finish him. Beat Phil Rowe coming off a win, and finished Mike Malott, who's fighting Kevin Holland. Like, you see what I'm saying? So it's a pretty damn close fight. Um, and Jake Matthews, he fought at Nashville, submitted submitted choking Chidi and Jokwani in fantastic profession. Beat Phil Rowe in a great performance and dominated Francisco Prado. Finished Darius Flowers. That's not that good of a win, but still. And yeah, he lost a semi-close decision to Michael Morales. So he did a lot better against Michael Morales than Neil Magny did. But again, Jake Matthews has been in the UFC forever. He's only 31. And Neil Magny's 2 inches taller and has a 7 inch reach advantage. So I'm actually going to go Jake Matthews by 28 or 29-28 decision. I think Neil Magny could. I think Neil Magny would do a lot better on the feet than people are expecting. But it's Neil Magny's in his twilight. He's at the end of his career. He's 38, and Matthews is on the youth. He's hitting his prime right now, which is incredible at 22-7 as a record. And yeah, I think Matthews will be able to. If I think in close, Matthews will be able to do his boxing combos, rip some body shots. But I expect Neil Magny to throw a front kick to the head, front kicks to the body. Knock him off balance with a calf kick. If Matthews tries stepping in, ripping uppercut. If Matthew's slipping in, get him in the clinch. Try working him with long range weapons and then throwing off when he comes close range. But I think Matthews will be able to get done. I think Jake Matthews will be able to stop like Neil Magny's top pressure. I think Matthews is at the point where his grappling is on a good level, his striking is on a good level, his cardio is on a good level. I mean, the cardio he showed against Francisco Prado, he beat the shit out of the dude and was not even anywhere tired, just ripping boxing combos, whipping a body kick, ripping some elbows in close. He looked phenomenal in that fight and busted up and bloodied up Francisco Prado. So I think this is his time. Honestly, I really do think this is his time. And yeah, this is a decent little fight here. I cannot lie, it's a decent little fight. And yeah, I gotta go Jake Matthews. I'm praying for a Neil Magny win. He's coming off a TKO win. He gassed out, and Zaleski dos Santos is a great striker. He gassed him out and TKO'd him on the ground. So he's coming out. He has some good momentum, but I favor Matthews. He's younger, got the better momentum on a winning streak, and I know he wanted to fight Vicente Luque. I think if he beats Neil Magny in good fashion, give him a top 15 opponent, Prates, Dana Rodriguez, something like that. So yeah, give me Jake Matthews. I think this is his time. Next fight, Jack Jenkins versus Ramon Tavares. I really like both men. Ramon Tavares, I'm trying to work out an interview with him. I really hope it happens. Jack Jenkins is underrated, even though he's coming off a bad loss to Gabriel Santos. I believe he got finished. Gabriel Santos. Yeah, he got submitted. But before that, he knocked out Herbert Burns. He beat Jamal Emmers. And yeah, his loss to Shepe Marscal was an injury. He just got injured, and it was a close fight going up to that point. I saw Jack Jenkins fight. I believe it was the Shepe Marscal fight. No, I saw him fight Jamal Emmers. He had an alright performance. It was a UFC debut. Jamal Emmers is pretty decent. He hits pretty hard. He's a rangy striker, and Ramon is coming up from 135. He's put on some weight. He's put on not some weight, but some muscle mass. He looks big, dude. He looks like he hits a lot harder. He fought at UFC Tampa, lost a semi-close decision to Davy Grant. I thought he was gonna win. Davy Grant did look good. I mean, Davy Grant just beat them on Blackshear as well. Yeah, and a lot of people are saying Ramon is overrated because of the Seri City fights. Seri City is not bad, bro. I mean, yes, Ramon got finished by him. Uh, on Contender Series, then came back on Contender Series, beat Critorius Romeus in 29 seconds, and then beat Sirius City in a rematch by decision. That's not his fault. He did more in the judges' eyes. See what I'm saying? I don't like that he took from January to December to fight again, but now December to September, less of a layoff. So he definitely seems a lot more motivated. He seems like he wants to get back in the swing column. It's a tough task. I'm gonna go Jack Jenkins. I'm gonna go Jack Jenkins by TKO, man. There's a difference between fighting Davy Grant with power and fighting Jack Jenkins. Jack Jenkins hits very fucking hard and he has good technique. And Ramon hits very freaking hard and got decent technique and got some good footwork and he can rip the body. But I think Jack Jenkins he's a natural 145er. He's been at this weight class. Ramon is taller and has a 2 inch advantage, so maybe he'll be able to do a little better in the boxing than we think. But and he's younger as well. So there's some upside for Ramon, but minus 300 on Jack is a little wide. I think it should be like minus 250, minus 260. But I just think the competition that I mean, bro, Shepman Marscal's right outside the top 15, and Gabriel Santos is a damn good prospect. And only one of those losses are legit. And Jack Jenkins was doing pretty damn good against Gabriel, but he gassed out and got subbed. And yeah, he's already back. He wants to get this win, and I think he will by TKO. I'll say round. I'll say two. Nah, I'll say round three. I think Ramon will put up a damn good fight, and I think it could be 1-1. But I think Jack will just catch him with a nasty counter shot, because Jack again, his timing's a little better than Ramon, and Ramon does leave his chin in the air a little, but not that often. But if he does, he's susceptible to getting caught. I think Jack will catch him with it, and yeah, I think he'll put him down, ground and pound TKO, and it'll be over. Um, I I'll say this: Jack Jenkins versus Ramon Tavares is my fight of the night. I know there's some other I said fight of the night contenders. This is the one that will be fight of the night: Jack Jenkins versus Ramon Tavares, at least on paper. And yeah, I think it'll be a scrap. Maybe Ramon could win. Maybe he could just is a lot better. But again, it's in Perth. Jack's from Australia. I think he's a little harder. I think he's fought at featherweight like pretty much his whole career. So yeah, I gotta go Jack Jenkins. Love Ramon though. He's a great guy, super nice guy. I've DM with him. He's super chill, but gotta go Jack Jenkins. Um, Here we go. This is a co-main event. Jimmy Crute versus Ivan Erslan. Um, Jimmy Crute, I think, should be a bigger favorite against Ivan Erslan. I know he retired in 2023, came back, had a draw with Rodolfo Bellato in a fight I thought he won, and then um, and then he just submitted Marcin Prachnio, who was better than Ivan Erslan. I'm gonna go. I think this is simple. I'm gonna go Jimmy Crute by TKO, round two, ground and pound. Ivan Erslan, he hits harder than Marcin Prachnio, so maybe he can touch up Jimmy Crute early. As you know, I'm gonna go Jimmy Crute by round one TKO. But Jimmy in his fight against Rodolfo Vieira touched that chin, 10-8'd him, beat him up on the ground pound, and with Prachnio, beat him up on the feet and then subbed him with a nasty, nasty, nasty armbar. Prachnio didn't want to tap, but that armbar was nasty. And Ivan Arslan almost got flatlined by Navajo Sterling in his last fight. His chin is not that good. He's 0-2 in the UFC. Jimmy Crute is a big name. He is. He's right outside the top 15. He's fought Anthony Smith. He's fought Jamal Hill. He's fought some damn good guys. He's fought Alonzo Menafield twice. So yeah, he's a knockout win over Modestas Bukowskis. So yeah, I'm gonna go Jimmy Crute by round one TKO. I think he'll be able to get a double leg or drop Ivan or something. I think you know what? I think Ivan and Jimmy Crute are similar in power, but I think Jimmy Crute's miles ahead in experience. He's got an inch and a half reach advantage as well that plays in his favor. He's younger. He's just better. He's more athletic. So yeah, I think it'll be pretty competitive. I could see Jimmy Crute, backing him up against the cage, or getting him a double leg, working him, and then towards the end, just getting in top mount, something like that, where he can land some nasty shots, and Ivan just can't escape because Jimmy Crute has a big. He is not big, but he has hard. He has elite top pressure. When he's on top, he's heavy. He controls you very well. He knows what he's doing. And yeah, I think he'll get a round one TKO. I think Ivan Erslan's an easy fight for him. Not so much on the feet, but on the ground for sure. I think Jimmy Crute's just better, and I think he could compete in the top 15 still. So yeah, give me Jimmy Crute for the co-main. Should be a cool one while it lasts though. But I think Jimmy Crute will win pretty convincingly. Main event, boys. Carlos Ulberg versus Dominic Reyes. Carlos Ulberg will become champion, boys. I'm going Carlos Ulberg by KO. Um, Say round two or three. Reyes, he's on a career revival, but bro, we haven't had somebody that can test his chin. Like, look at this, bro. Jacoby, kind of washed. Anthony Smith, washed as fuck. And Krylov, a grappler that cannot strike and has a bad chin. He's had not favorable, but yeah, you know what I mean. He's been meant to fight Carlos Ulberg twice before, but it just I think Ulberg sleeps Nikita Krylov. I think he brutalizes Jimmy Crute, and I think he knocks out uh, Jacoby as well. I think he would do the same things that Reyes did. And Ulberg is on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fight win streak with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finishes in the 8 fights. He beat Volkan Oezdemir less than a year ago in pretty convincing fashion. And then Blachowicz, last fight, it was really close. I thought Ulberg won, but I can definitely see if you guys thought Blachowicz won. But I think Blachowicz, the Reyes, is a step down. Reyes, again, we've never had somebody test your chin. And when your chin's gone, your chin's gone. You cannot just regain chin strength. You can't just hit yourself with a brick to the chin and gain it back. And that's not how it works. And he's a precise striker. He's younger by 11 months. And they got similar reach, but I think Ulberg has the momentum. Reyes has some good momentum coming in, but bro, he's been knocked out by by what's his name? Ryan Spann, Jan Blachowicz, and Yuri Prohaska. And the Yuri Prohaska one and the Ryan Spann one were nasty. They were brutal. I think Ulberg's gonna touch that chin and put him out. Uh, I think Reyes will have some success with calf kicks. I think he'll just have some success with boxing combos, with ripping some hooks to the body and close. But I think if Ulberg gets him to clinch, he could rip some knees to the head. He can stay long 1-2. And sometimes Reyes gets a little sloppy. If he's getting touched up at range, he'll wing some wild hooks, and I actually think that's what's gonna get him out of there. I think he'll wing a wild hook. Ulberg will step back, land a flush shot to the chin, and put him down. And then he'll be called off. I think he'll get put out in pretty brutal fashion because when Reyes gets put out, he always gets put out in nasty fashion, where he's out cold or is out bad and doesn't know what is happening. And Ulberg has that power. A lot of people are judging him off Jan Blachowicz. Jan Blachowicz is former champion, bro. There's people out here saying one time Jan Blachowicz would beat John Jones. Come on. Did I think Reyes beat John Jones? Yes. But, bro, Reyes is 30, pretty much 36 now. You know what I mean? The title run was cool while it lasts, but I think Ulberg is the dude that can beat him. And if Ulberg puts his lights out, bro, I think he could very well be Knights for the title. And yeah, I think it'll be a fight. I think it'll be an amazing kickboxing fight on the feet. Maybe in the clinch, Carlos Ulberg could have some success ripping some knees to the head, and ripping some uppercuts, and kind of working them. Trying to be a little physical. But yeah, but also when it comes to physicality, I think Reyes will be the more physical dude. I think he's the more physical dude. I think he's more like the brute in this fight, the Devastator for a reason. But I think he's gonna get devastated by Carlos Ulberg. And I love Carlos Ulberg. I'm a Carlos Ulberg glazer. I will pick him to beat literally anybody. So yeah. But I do think this is a fight he will win. Like Reyes' chin is not that good, and Ulberg's a precise counter striker and has some big pop in his shots, bro. And because you stumble in Ulberg or Uzumir around too, and Uzumir is not that bad. Like he's not that old, or he's not that washed, I should say. But yeah, um, yeah, I think Ulberg will win this. People are really thinking Reyes will chin Ulberg. I just don't see it, dude. I don't think Reyes is like that back. Like I don't think he has the power he once had. If this was prime Reyes, I'd probably be picking Reyes. But like it's older Reyes who had some favorable matchups. Like yeah, and it's just like I think Ulberg. I think we need new blood at the top, and I think Ulberg is that guy. So yeah, give me calls over by KO round 3, round 2 or 3. I think he'll put him out there. And yeah, appreciate y'all watching. That was my UFC Perth Ulberg versus Reyes official breakdown and prediction. As always, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know who you think is gonna win the main event or whatever fight you guys are interested in. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're almost at 130 subscribers. And yeah, I'll catch y'all later. Appreciate y'all.
Okay, let's go.